Morning, hope you're all well. As well as doing my allotment news, I thought it might be quite good fun ever so often to do a little vlog about my work, so what I do when I'm not down on the allotment. So for those of you who don't already know, I am a voiceover and I'm also a presenter and an actress. The majority of my voiceover work I do from home, and if you can see just behind me, this is my studio, and I just thought it might be fun to give you a little tour of my studio. So I think it's really important, like with your home, that you have lots of beautiful things surrounding you all the time. And for me, a really good, cooling, calming colour is white. Obviously, it's pure, it's simple, and it's very clean and crisp, and it makes me feel like I'm in a good environment to work from. So I work from my studio, which is an outhouse in my garden. And this outhouse was here before we moved here, and it had like a vaulted ceiling, and there wasn't actually much insulation in. So myself and my beautiful other half, we put in this false ceiling with loads of insulation to dull down some of the outside noise and also keep the place warm, because it's absolutely freezing in here in the winter. I've got a little electric radiator to keep me warm, and inside my studio is this brilliant vocal boost. Now, I got this from America. It was shipped over from America for me, from vocalboost.com. Really recommend these things. The beauty of this is that when eventually we move from here, I can dismantle it and take it somewhere else with me. It's incredibly heavy. It weighs over a ton, so there's so much material in it that insulates and provides all of the kind of the sound insulation that I need as a voiceover artist. It's got this really hugely chunky door. Don't know if you can see that, but and it's very purple in there, can you see that? But it's got these brilliant doors, and in here is just layers and layers of insulation, so it's a really good environment to work from. If you're actually thinking about buying a vocal studio rather than actually having one built, and you want to invest in something that you can take with you wherever you go, these are a really good option. Highly recommend these. I'm going to show you inside what it looks like. It's very basic. I know a lot of voiceovers who've got very elaborate setups, which are beautiful. I'm in rented property, so it's not really worth my while kind of kitting it out massively. But what I've got really works for me, and my clients really like the audio quality, and it all sounds pretty good. So it's don't expect like mixing desks and all of that, because you're not going to find that here. It's very basic. I've got my microphone, which is an SE Electronics microphone. I currently work off a PC in my actual booth, simply because I use Audio TX as my ISDN software. And Audio TX, sorry, doesn't run on a Mac. I'm personally a massive Mac fan. I have my laptop is a Mac. My main computer in my office is a Mac, but I have to use a PC just for recording purposes, which is a bit clunky, but Audio TX works on it absolutely fine. So I've got my PC in my booth, and I've got the marvellous Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. Now, I know a lot of voiceover artists have these. They're really great value for money, and they work like a dream, so highly recommend one if that's what you're looking for. I don't have particularly special headphones. I think these are Denon ones. Again, my kit works really well for me, and I think at some point I will be investing in something that's a little bit more expensive, but it works really well, and if it suits your voice, and ultimately you're getting great client feedback and they're really enjoying what they hear, then that's the main thing. Right, I'll just quickly show you around so you can see my little boutique-y office environment. Okay, so here's my famous purple booth. There's a bit of extra acoustic foam there just hanging about. So there we go. This is a very small studio, so the tour is literally going to take a minute. That is my microphone with a pop filter, and it is suspended from the ceiling. I will be getting one of those extendable microphone stands that suspend from either the desk or the wall, because I do like to sit down to do voiceovers, and currently I just stand up at home, but if you're doing a long session, sometimes you need to sit down. There we go. My PC tower is outside of the booth, obviously, because it makes too much noise. It's all a bit of a mess at the moment. There's my Focusrite, my mobile phone. They're ready to take urgent client inquiries. Box of tissues to blow my nose. Glorious. And this is brilliant. Look at all those cables. This is a proper studio. I really suffer with my back, always have done, and I know a lot of us do. And I was using just like a regular chair in my office, and then I found these. Someone recommended this. This is a saddle stool, and yes, it looks just like a saddle that you put on a horse. And it's brilliant. This is black leather, so it feels gorgeous. I bought this off Amazon. It's by, I think it's called Master Massage. It's a lot of masseurs and beauty therapists have these kind of things. It's hydraulic, so it goes up and down. It is unbelievably comfortable. You have to kind of get used to it because you kind of sit in this funny kind of horse astride pose, but it's great for your posture and helps your back. And I have to say, this has seriously helped my back. And if you're looking to buy a stool for your studio, I know it looks a bit funky, it looks a bit weird, but it's blooming marvellous. Highly recommend that. And that's it. I told you there wasn't much to see. I've got lots of Auralex purple studio foam because I wasn't content on just having grey. I needed a bit of purple rain in my life. And there we go. And as I said, vocal booth. Brilliant. And there we have it. That's your lot. That's my studio. I hope it's been vaguely interesting for you. Maybe you're just a nosy Parker and want to see inside my studio. Maybe you're a client and you just want to see who you're talking to at the other end of the phone and want to see my setup. Maybe you're a newbie wanting to get into the business or just need a bit of guidance and interested in other people's studios. Whatever your reason is for watching this video, thank you so much. I will be doing lots of vlogs. If you're vaguely interested in gardening or allotments or just want to see me being ridiculous on camera, please subscribe to this channel. The easiest way to find it is tinyurl, so tinyurl.com/Miss Sarah Sealey, and you'll invariably find me all over social media, on my Instagram and on my Facebook and my Twitter feed at Miss Sarah Sealey. I've got that whole social media name thing nailed. There we go. That is today's little vlog, and I hope you have a superb Thursday.